was going on with the community. Honestly, it was kind of a bit of a salt fire, and they essentially doused all the flames. You guys can trust me, right? I've been completely honest in every video I've ever done, 100%. So, when I'm telling you that they didn't douse all the flames, that in fact they might have raised more questions, and that this press release is just like every other press release, I hope you guys trust me. My fellow peers, my fellow emissaries, the developers, and my followers, I hope you guys can trust me. I am an emissary, but I'm going to be 100 with you, right here and now. I do not like this announcement. I don't like the things inside of it, and some things are cool. We can talk about those, but honestly, we're gonna dig in. We're gonna sink our teeth right into this, and I really hope that you guys understand that I'm just talking from the heart. So, let's get into it. So guys, welcome to the preview event community Q&A. So this is the developers' response to a whole lot of salt, and they do directly reference the salt, and they do actually change some things, which is really cool, such as the Founders Packs being like $50 cheaper, or at least the $200 one, so like everything's a little bit cheaper, makes more sense, more people are, it's more inclusive, so more people can afford it, and that was a big concern, like, whoa, $200 for the final pack? Yeah, that's just really cool. I don't think they had to do that, but neat. And it's going to follow through, kind of waterfall down through everything. So we're going to be reading through this real quick, like, I'm not going to just sit here and literally read it because that's what everyone else is going to do. I'm going to dig right in, right? Oh, okay. So, if you guys worried about the Founders Packs, how much they're worth, there it is. 33% discount, basically, of all the items. You have to bundle them. You're probably not going to use everything, but hey, there you go. Premium membership, this is going to be the big thing, right, guys? They do list out everything that's going to be in the premium, and this is supposed to make people feel good, but look, I'm critical, I'm cynical, and I come from a background of playing lots of different MMOs with lots of different kind of people in lots of different kind of ways, and I feel like this does not explain the game well enough to educate people on what is or is not pay to win, because the whole idea is that it's supposed to be convenience. Well, sometimes convenience can be pay to win. If you agree or not, I don't care. It's just the truth. I think we've seen that through many different games. Direct power does not always mean that's the only pay to win, which has so far been the wording of the developers and the, well, yeah, Neo is, they're the publishers as well, of this. So, anyways, we're gonna go down the bullet points here. We have a premium mount skin and a pet skin. Personally, the pet skin is like whatever, it's this guy right here. It's cute, okay, sure. But the mount skin's pretty awesome. So here's the mount skin, down here's this line, exclusive mount skin, hype, pretty cool, I think. Yeah, so there's that. Premium seemed pretty cool with the cosmetics. I thought it was going to be like a battle pass kind of thing, like from Dota, Smite, Fortnite does all these battle pass things, so that, I like that. That's pure additive, that's pure beneficial to the player. Everything past the second bullet point is dubious, at worst, and then some things I believe are straight up pay to win. Yeah. So here we go. We have things that are just going to earn you money, or they're going to make it to where it punishes you less. So the problem with having all of these convenience things is that they poke holes in the game so that the average player feels a little bit of strain and struggle, and they're going to be incentivized to get the premium. You definitely see this in games like Guild Wars 2, which is a fantastic game, but let's be honest, your inventory looks like shit, doesn't it? You just have a bunch of shit stuff. They put that shit in the game so that it's harder for, you to actually manage your inventory. It fills up and you have to buy bank tabs, you have to buy the salvage kits, you have to buy, well, you can actually make those, but still, you have to buy the actual extra inventory, So this is basically what it's going to be like. They could make the grind grindier, they can make the repair fees higher, Wyvern usage fees, which is going to be like the flight paths. Like, see, yeah, with premium, you're saving 50%, 30%, and across the board, you're just saving so much money. You're 20% more dungeon points, more experience from killing monsters, more gold from killing monsters. You're just going to be making more money, and you're going to be a more efficient player. Again, that could be seen as, if you can say it's not the same experience as BDO because that's a sandbox game, and that's totally fine. We don't know the core gameplay loop of this game. Maybe gold is mostly not important. Like, it kind of is like that in WoW. It's kind of like that in other games. But depending on the gameplay loop, because this is a PvP game, depending on how the game really plays out, just saving gold can be considered pay to win. Especially, I'm going to specifically say, like, maybe these things are convenience, but there is something here that is, I think, objectively pay to win, depending on the type of player you are. So here we go. Right here at this bullet point, we have allows 5 more items to be registered on the market. So there's a type of player that is an economy-based player, and even if, like in games like WoW, in games, like these theme park games, Final Fantasy or something probably, you have these characters, right? These players that jump into the game and they basically play it as if it's an economy simulator, because what other games have as in-depth of an economy, aside from MMOs? There's very rarely games that allow trading, and even then, like, it's still not a full auction house. It's not what's going on in this game. So even though this isn't a sandbox, I understand it's not like BDO, where more money can definitely be seen as pay to win, because that directly buys you huge power, which is like basically infinitely scaling. I know, I get it. There's different games, and we can debate about that. But here, you have the ability to put 5 more items on the auction house So in other games, you normally don't have a limit, or the limit is universal for everybody. But here it looks like, nope, there's gonna be a limit. And if you have premium, you can put more stuff on the auction house, which means if you're doing YouTube videos, you got your Excel spreadsheets out and you're trying to be like, okay, this is how you play the game. This is how you play the economy. This is what you need to sell, buy low, sell high. This is what you're gonna be doing. There's like a lot of game. There is a lot of game in the economy alone. And right here, we have it to where you're not gonna play the full game. It is basically locked to you as a non-premium player. Now, I feel like a lot of people don't realize this because you don't do that kind of gameplay, but some people do. And especially here's the thing, there's no trading in this game. So it's all focused on the auction house. Now, again, maybe the auction house is basically pointless. And then we could just say, well, I guess that's a net negative for the game. I don't know why you have a worthless feature in your game. Is it all just convenience? We could debate that, but here we are, man. This is what I'm saying. Having more items on the market is mad. So please take that out. Give everyone the same limit. Thank you very much. All right, guys, so here's all the skins. That's what you're going to get if you do have premium. Pretty cool. Now, the twinkling wing effect, I do believe we're going to get lots of different kinds of wings in-game, lots of different back cosmetics. So I don't think this is anything to be too uproarious. But, for example, if this giant epic effect is the only glowing wing effect in the whole game, then I'm going to be kind of sour. I feel like there should be way, way more. I'm fine with it being a unique skin, but if this is like the only glowing wings, but I don't think it is. So, yeah. Anyways, we have some literal questions and answers here, which was directly taken from the community, and they directly changed some things. So about the collector's edition, tell us more about things like credits and gift copy. Yeah, this is actually something that kind of made me mad, is you do get a gift copy, but you don't get, the gift copy doesn't have the 2-day head start, which I don't agree with. If you're a founder and you want to play with someone the same day at the same time, which of course you do because you're buying the gift, then you can't play with them. So you're going to be 2 days head start and you have to make a new character or something to play with them. I don't agree with that. I don't see why that's the case. Also, in my opinion, I would love if more MMOs, let alone Bless Online being a very party-focused game, it seems, I think it would be cool if more games did party packs. So basically packs of 5, maybe packs of 4, whatever. I just think more games should do multi-packs to get more people into the game. That's just my opinion. I love free-to-play games because there's no barrier to entry. So the better we can weaken the barrier to entry and get more of our friends and family in the games is absolutely better. It's an MMO. You want it as massive as possible. All right, so the next part is apparently you can gift components of the collector's thing. It says purchaser of the collector's edition will receive a game code that can be gifted. Oh, okay, so you can gift the collector's edition to a friend, but not the specific items. Right, righteous, okay. What premium customer service, actually, they listened to the community and they're gonna dissolve that. That was something that was really shady and weird, I think. So that's pretty good that that's just being completely removed. They decided, I mean, this is a big thing. This is what I was talking about when Bless was coming out. I told you they were community focused. They were listening to the community, and right here they took out completely a bullet point, a feature of their premium service, and they're like, okay, you know what? You're right. Let's just give epic customer service to everyone. That's amazing, dude. So they're listening to the community. I gotta applaud that. Yeah, they removed the collector's edition epic price, so it's not $200 anymore. It's $149.99. A little bit more accessible. Already said that, but just saying, there's the proof in the pudding, dudes. And regarding the early access version of the game, wait, it says right here, actually, somewhere there is going to be, what is it? What are the plans for updates? I think we're getting classes after early access, and I don't like that. I was hoping that they would be put in while in early access so that we could test them. I don't know how little early access is. Is it just 3 months or so? If that's the case, that's fine. But anyways, yeah, there's no player-to-player trading, just right there. No, aside from in-game auction house. In-game auction house. That is how you trade. That is how you are going to do the economy play. And they have the payment thing, so it's limiting? Yeah. Do costumes have any secondary effects? This is going to alleviate some worries? No. It's not going to be like BDO. It's not going to be like Dragon Nest or, a bunch of other Korean or Eastern games. No bonuses from cosmetics. Okay, so dungeon reset item, nope, they exist, but they're not selling it in the Lumina store. Is there a PvP avoidance item? Okay, so here's a big thing, guys. Here's the last thing I want to really hit on. Actually, before I talk about this, let's just say this. Once again, reiterate, there is no PvP server. No. Look, I want you to really listen to how they say this, because it's going to come in handy next. No exclamation point. As Bless has both PvP and PvE content, which is what I've been saying this whole time, players can play the game however they like without needing to have separate servers. So yeah, there's PvP content, there's PvE content, but this is a PvEVP game. And if we had multiple servers, that would not be the pure idea of the game. That would ruin the concept of the game, would it not? So this is where I'm getting kind of pissed. As somebody who's pretty, I guess you could say I'm highbrow when it comes to game design. I like the pure concepts, and anything that perverts it, such as convenience items, I do not like it. Whether it's pay to win or not, I don't like it. But here's something that I would consider pay to win. Yes, here's the second item on the list that I would consider pay to win. Yes, exclamation point. The question is there a PvP avoidance item? Is there an item that you can buy that makes you PvP immune in a PvP game? Now, I don't know if you've played Clash of Clans or something similar like that, but I'm pretty sure that most people would consider that sort of mechanic pay to win. Okay, so here we go. If yes, what are the details and how do we get it? So here we go, guys. Yes, there is a PvP avoidance item. Before reaching the max level of 45, players can use gold to purchase Peace Declaration item, and the effect will last around 10 minutes. So while leveling, if I'm not mistaken, you can just spam this and you will be able to avoid PvP entirely. Now, it's a theme park, so the leveling process should be at your own pace. It should be linear, having people just kind of stomp you nonstop, that could not be fun. So I'm actually okay with that part. The next sentence is really what's going to make it, or really break it for you guys and for everyone. So I think that item should actually probably exist in the game while leveling. Leveling only. Leveling. That's it, because the leveling, is, as we all know, is basically the tutorial of the game. 40 max level is when the game, that's when everything should be balanced, pure, fair. And if you don't want to mess around with imbalance or randomness, then don't have the PvP prevention item. However, here, we have this thing. Once you reach max level, which is supposed to be the endgame's PvP in this game, keep that in mind, open world PvEVP. After reaching max level, players can use Lumina, cash shop stuff, to purchase Peace Pledge item instead. Now you can say it's not pay to win because you can grind Lumina, you actually can, you can do dungeons and things like that. Though remember, with premium, you do get more of that, which is going to allow you to more consistently have Lumina and then more consistently have this item. You can basically give the developers money so that you don't have to play with the PvP. And I know that alienates some PvE players. I know that's going to make a lot of you guys sad that I'm saying that because you're like, oh no, I just want to PvE. The thing is you would not go into League of Legends and be like, oh dude, I just want to jungle. I just want to grind. Like, oh my God, I hate that I'm playing PvP. And I'm sorry I used the voice there because I know that there's this history with MMOs where you have just PvE MMOs and you have just PvP MMOs, but this is a PvEVP MMO. And any item that perverts that concept, that changes around the game flow and the core game loop and affects other players is something that I cannot have in the game. I do not want this in the game. I cannot play with this item in the game. So the idea here is that somebody, let's say, because there's a lot of elites in the open world, and there's probably gonna be open world objectives and stuff and things that you want to do, and the factions are gonna want to fight over it, or people just want to gank in the open world. And there's supposed to be this cat and mouse kind of gameplay. There's supposed to be this ganker versus ganker and Zerg versus Zerg kind of concept. But what if you have somebody inside of the Zerg who happens to have this item? Can he still buff allies? Can he still have AoE auras? Can he still heal his allies while still being PvP immune? Does that mean you'll never be able to kill the healer? I mean, what are the limitations on this? Even still, like the idea is that you're supposed to go into these contested areas and try to get these elite monsters, get lots of sweet loots and things, which by the way, premium gives you more sweet loot. So you're trying to grind the game, and you get more grind, easier, faster by having premium. Then you can activate this item. So then you can just without challenge be able to acquire sweet loot, more sweet loot by killing big monsters without being PvP'd. Can you imagine this kind of thing inside of Albion Online where you're in the black zones and you're fighting a boss, someone comes up to gank you, and instead of having to, have that unique PvEVP game, you're just like, nope, fuck you. Actually, I'm PvP immune, so I'm just gonna keep fighting this mob, which normally in the normal game, you would be able to steal from me and kill me because I wasn't prepared for this gank. But nah, I just paid some money, so I'm immune. See you later, kid. To me, that's obviously not direct power. It's not making you a stronger character, but direct power is not the only pay to win. An MMO is probably one of the most complex type of genres out there. There's so many ways to play, there's so many people that play it, there's so many things to do, and I think it's really short-sighted to just say, oh, we don't have direct power, it's not pay to win, only convenience features. But I think you can see from the videos of everyone saying, like a lot of emissaries and a lot of my peers saying this is completely not pay to win, you can see the like to dislike ratio. And I'm just saying that there's a lot of people who disagree with that. This, as someone who's just, getting into the game, you guys are looking to get into this game, it's really my responsibility as an emissary to be the voice for you guys, and also my responsibility as a content creator to be on your side and say, yeah, this is not the full picture. Maybe they can be redeemed, maybe they'll change some things, and I do believe they will, but we need to voice our concerns. There is some concern here, either because of a lack of information or because they, the developers, are actually missing the point. They're missing the point of what the core of their own game is, and they have items that pervert that idea. So for me, again, super critical, cynical, highbrow game reviewer person, I can't have this stuff in the game. So auction house stuff, that needs to go. This PvP avoidance item for leveling can stay, for max level needs to go. Everything else, I think, is good. I like how they're listening to the community, and I just hope that they continue listening. So that's it, guys. That's what I've got to say. That is my opinion. Whether it gets views or not, fuck it. All I can do is be honest. All I can do is tell you exactly what I feel, what I say from the heart. That's it. That's it. Pure and simple. So thanks for watching, guys. And regardless, playing or not, if you're on the hype train or not.